This is my grace, is about to that from the stars of our God. All glories to the Son of the Lord Jesus. Hare Krishna. Reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 8, text number 15, Attaining the Supreme. Mam Opicha Punar Janma Dukhalayam Sasbatam Napnubanti Mahatmanaha Samsiddhim Paramam Gataha Mam Opicha Punar Janma Dukhalayam Sasbatam Napnubanti Mahatmanaha Samsiddhim Paramam Gataha Mamopicha Punarjanma Dukhalayam Asasvatam Napnubanti Mahatmanaha Samsiddhim Paramam Gataha Mamopicha Punarjanma Dukhalayam Asasvatam Napnubanti Mahatmanaha Samsiddhim Paramam Gataha Bolo San
Mamupitya Punarjanma Dukhalayam Shashvatam Napnubanti Mahatmanaha Samsiddhim Paramam Gataha
Mamopicha Punarjanma
Dukhalayam Shashvatam Napnubanti Mahatmanaha Samsiddhim Paramam Gataha.
One more.
Mamopicha Punarjanma
Dukhalayam
Shashvatam Napnubanti Mahatmanaha Samsiddhim Paramam Gataha.
Mam Me Upicha Achieving Punaha Again Janma Birth Dukhalayam Place of miseries Sasbatam Temporary Na Never Apnubanti
Attain
Mahatmanaha Great souls Samsiddhim Perfection Paramam Ultimate Gataha Having achieved. Translation of forward by His Divine Grace and Bhaktivedanta Swami Sponsor of Charis Prabhupada Puja Raj Prabhupada. After attaining me, the great souls who are yogis in devotion never return to this temporary world, which is full of miseries because they have attained the highest perfection. Okay, you read the translation together, please.
After attaining
me,
the great souls who are yogis in devotion never return to this temporary world, which is full of miseries because they have attained the highest perfection.
Okay. Since this temporary material world is full of the miseries of birth, old age, diseases and death, naturally he who achieves the highest perfection and attains the supreme planet, Krishnaloka, the Loka Vrindavan, does not wish to return. The supreme planet is described in Vedic literature as Abhyakta and Apsara and Paramgati. In other words, that planet is beyond our material vision, and it is inexplicable. But it is the highest goal, the destination for the Mahatmas, great souls. The Mahatmas received transcendental messages from the realized devotees, and thus gradually developed devotional service in Krishna consciousness, and become so absorbed in transcendental service that they no longer desire elevation to any of the material planets, nor do they even want to be transferred to any spiritual planet. They only want Krishna and Krishna's association, and nothing else. That is the highest perfection of life. This verse specifically mentions the personalist devotees of the Supreme Lord Krishna. These devotees in Krishna consciousness achieve the highest perfection of life. In other words, they are the Supreme Soul. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vishaya Vishnu Vishaya Vishnu Vishaya Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vishaya Vishnu Vishaya Vishnu Jai Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Siddhanta Sivata Gauranga Radha Krishna Padaya Sadhana Lalita Sri Raja Jagadananda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So this is the beauty of the knowledge of Krishna consciousness. So the purpose of hearing Bhagavad Gita, in order for us to gain enlightenment about our real constitutional position as spirit souls who are within this body. We have our senses, we have our mind, we have our intelligence, but we are the soul within this body. So, in this verse, Prabhupada explained about the perfection of life for the Bhakti yogis, who are, just like I said, attaining with the great souls who are yogi in this devotional service. Topmost yogis is a Bhakti yogi, a devotees of Krishna, because they are other part of yoga practices. It's like when I was in Rishikesh, I practiced Hatha Yoga, Astanga Yoga, and Kundalini Yoga. But we are here in Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga is the topmost. Because only in Bhakti Yoga you can achieve the supreme perfection, that you can regain your spiritual body. Because as a spirit souls, originally we have a spiritual body in relation to Krishna in our perfectional stage. Each of us has a spiritual body in our purified perfect stage in Krishna consciousness. But now our stage is we are trying to purify our heart and consciousness so that we will develop our affection and loving service towards Krishna's deity form. And so we are reading a chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam from where Kamsa sent Akrura to bring Krishna and Balaram from Vrindavan to Mathura for gambling match. But the intention of Kamsa, he wants to kill Krishna and Balaram in that festivity, in that gambling match. So this verse tells about, even in the purport, Srila Prabhupada said, the devotees receive transcendental knowledge from realized devotees. It's like in the pastime of Dhruva Maharaj. Dhruva Maharaj is a devotee of Krishna who have a material desire. We do have material desire because of this material body. Yeah? Or we do have material desire because we have a material body. Our material body is in the system. But the human form of life is meant for self-realization, to gain transcendental knowledge. You know, based on my experience and hearing this, hearing the scriptures such as Bhagavad Gita, it's really, there's an inner stimulation within our heart and consciousness. Yeah, there's an inner stimulation, this transcendental knowledge. Because the more we understand a little bit about this transcendental knowledge, this transcendental knowledge is Raja Vidya, is the king of all knowledge. As Krishna said in the Bhagavad Gita, Raja Vidya, Raja Guyam, Avikram Idam Uttamam, Pratyat Sabagamam Dharmyam, Susukam Kartum Abhyam. This knowledge is the king of all education, the most secret of all secret. Secret in the sense, without having devotion towards Krishna, we cannot understand this intricacies of Vedic knowledge. It's so vast. But in the Bhagavad Gita, the major subject matter tells about soul, the super soul, the material nature, and the time, and the karma. Those are the 5 subject matter being discussed in the Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, because this material world is not our real place of spiritual happiness. But if you are going to practice Krishna consciousness, the happiness is right within the whole lips of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The nectar is there in the whole name, but it's a matter how we gain the stage of purification that will be attracted and will be connected with the nectar of the holy name. Yeah. Because Krishna envisages his potency within his holy name. So we need to serve the Krishna's manifestation as his holy name by breathing it. Because that is the process for where we can purify our consciousness and our existence. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And also the little forms of Krishna. Actually, in absolute sense, what we really need is Krishna. That's Krishna consciousness. But Krishna consciousness means everything. Because all these material things is also the energy of Krishna. Inferior energy of Krishna. Our material body, this material world, this material universe, and different spiritual level of planetary system, that the Brahma Loka, Indra Loka, heavenly planets, earthly planets, or farther down level planetary system. It's simply a combination of the soul is there, the super soul is there, and the material energy of Krishna. So one may think, how is that why we ended up here in this material world, and we have this different types of body due to our individual desire. Our desire is being witnessed by the super soul. It's Krishna's manifestation to accompany us in different stages of life. Because we cannot really accomplish anything with our personal strength. Everything is controlled by Krishna. As the soul within this body, we desire. Then the super soul witness our desire, and he sanctions. And he controls the material energy for the soul to have that fulfillment of desire. It's like the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said, May Dakshina Prakriti Shirati Characharam Ipinamina Kaunti Jagad Viparivartati. This material nature is working under Krishna's direction. This material nature is working under Krishna's direction. And producing all movings and unmoving beings. Moving and unmoving beings. And by its role, this cosmic manifestation annihilated and manifested against me. So there is a supreme control. There's Krishna. He controlled material energy and the spiritual energy. And in the devotional service, our process of the worshipping the deities, hearing the scriptures, being the association of devotees and chanting the holy name of Krishna is meant for our gradual purification, so that there will be a hankering and stimulation in our consciousness to engage in devotional service. Just like, based on my experience and realization, when you read more these Vedic scriptures, there's an inner stimulation in our heart, because there's a sense of understanding, enlightenment in relation to the self. And then there is also happiness within it. Yeah. That's why there's a passage of one should feel the presence of Krishna in one's sphere of activities, in Krishna consciousness. So it is gradually revealed, that realization. Reading scriptures, chanting the holy names, and doing deity worship. So there is an inner connection within it. And if you are engaged in such activities, especially these three potent activities, it is five actually. This deity worship, chanting the holy names of Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and reading Bhagavad Gita or reading Srimad Bhagavatam, in order for us to gain spiritual understanding of our real self and how to make progress in devotional service, and ultimately preparing ourselves to be in this place. Because this verse tells about the spiritual world, the spiritual planet. We are in the material world. But we can experience the potency of the spiritual world when we are in the spiritual atmosphere and we are connected. Just like the temple is also a spiritual world. It depends on our connection. If our consciousness is here, focused on the deities, discussing this spiritual subject matter and something the holiness, we try to observe them, by Krishna's mercy, we'll gain the spiritual connection. Then we're just like in the spiritual world. We're not going to wait to meet our death or in order to experience spirituality. It's a matter of spiritual connection while we are here in this material body, the connection with the holy names and scriptures and the beautiful Krishna. Yeah. And that is the purpose of association, to discuss this the spiritual subject matter. This knowledge is the king of all education, the most secret of all secret, most confidential knowledge, because it gives the perception of the self by its realization. It is the perfection of religion. It is eternal, everlasting, and joyfully purpose. So if you serve Krishna's deity form and His holy name, your spiritual happiness is guaranteed. You will realize it within your consciousness and your heart. Yeah. Just like you are eating, you will be savoring the flavor of what is Krishna's holy name, the pleasure within it, and the deity forms of Krishna. That things need to be experienced and realized by engaging in such activity. The chanting the holy name of Krishna. Because it is complete. Like Nancintamani Krishna, Chaitanya Ras, Vibhuha, Puna, Sudholi Chamukto, Abhinatban, Namanandi. The holy name of Krishna is transcendentally blissful. And it capable to bestow all kinds of spiritual benediction. All kinds of spiritual benediction can be achieved by chanting the holy name of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It's capable to bestow all kinds of spiritual benediction. This complete spiritual liberty and non-different from Krishna. So simply we realize and experience. So that's why we have our Japamana. So we should have our personal Japamana. So that when we are in our house, we should chant the holy name of Krishna, because that is the medicine given prescription in this age of Kali Yuga by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for our deliverance and for revival for our relationship, loving relationship with Krishna. So we should pray Prabhupada and the deities that somehow or other will gain the mercy of having loving affection and doing devotional service. We should always pray to the deities and Prabhupada that we could have that sincerity and faith to engage in chanting the holy name of Krishna. So, Krishna consciousness and devotional service is a very important valuable engagement, because it frees us from the material suffering. It liberates us from this embodiment in material existence. Because we need to spiritualize our desire. We have material desire, but we need to spiritualize our desire. Because those material desire keeps us here in this material world in different bodily existence. So what that is mean when we'll be in material existence. It means we have to take our birth in this material world. Then we suffer from old age and diseases, and ultimately death will come. That is the basic facts and material pictures of this material world. But we don't like this death, right? Because by soul, by constitutional causation, is eternal. We are always blissful, full of spiritual happiness. But when we come to this material world, having this material body and mind, we are subject to dualities, material existence, happiness and stress. Krishna consciousness is meant to transcend the dualities of material existence. Yeah. By Krishna's potency. And that is called Brahma Bhuta stage. Yeah, Brahma Bhuta stage. I read from the Revised Bhagavad Gita, also from the portal of Srila Prabhupada. Spoke about his American disciples. Yeah. It's just about you cannot rely a perfect knowledge from the invention of the scientists and philosophers. what they have provided us, Prabhupada said, motor car, electronic device. There's something Prabhupada explained. And he said about, because they don't have alternative how to achieve spiritual happiness or happiness in life. That's why they're engaged in the activities which are only showing the truth. It means meat eating, intoxication, illicit sex life, and gambling. They are repeatedly, the majority of people in general are doing these things. Meat eating, gambling, illicit sex life, and intoxication. And they are repeatedly, Prabhupada said, and they are repeatedly doing these things because they don't have alternative, especially in these Western countries. Yeah. But yeah, Krishna consciousness is guaranteed can achieve spiritual happiness like Krishna's mercy. Okay, we still have 5 minutes to discuss further. Is there any question or comments regarding the subject matter that we have discussed? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Any clarification? That one is beyond our material vision, and it is inexplicable. You know, one may ask, if it is inexplicable, so how can we understand? So it is by revelation. Just like Akura, when he is driving the chariot of Krishna Balaram, going to do his morning rituals in the water Yamuna. And Akura was able to see the concept of vision of the manifestation of Mahavishnu and Lord Sankarshan, Anantases, as well as the spiritual world. And the inhabitants of the spiritual world. Yeah, scriptures is our eyes for having the vision of the spirituality. Okay, if there's any question, we'll go to chanting, Games of Krishna. Alright. So we do like this. We just hold the mother beads and we recite, we'll chant together. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Shri Gadadhar Subhasdev Gaur Bhaktavrinda. Start it. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Swami Jagadananda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, chanting holiness ki jai.